What if I told you that the secret to greatness isn't out there? It's already within you. Napoleon Hill, the legendary author of Think and Grow Rich, once said, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." And he meant every word. You see, the real battlefield of success is not in your circumstances, it's in your mindset. The only thing standing between you and the life you dream of is you. If you want the world to believe in you, start by believing in yourself. Walk into every room like it's your stage. Speak like someone who's already won. Carry yourself like success is your birthright, because it is. You don't have to be perfect. You don't need all the answers. You just need unshakable belief. Know deep in your bones that nobody is better than you, not because of ego, but because you've decided to never let doubt win. Success doesn't wait for permission. It bows to those bold enough to claim it. So act like the best, think like a winner, and most importantly, believe like your future depends on it. Because it does. One desire, the starting point of all achievement. Every great success starts with a burning desire, not a passing wish, not a vague dream, but an obsession with your goal. The people who win in life don't just want success, they must have it. Their desire fuels them through every obstacle, every failure, every challenge. Take a moment to reflect on the great achievers of history, people who changed the world through sheer determination and an unrelenting drive. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before he successfully invented the light bulb. Did he wish for success? No. He was obsessed with making his vision a reality. He saw his success as inevitable, no matter how many setbacks he encountered. So ask yourself, what do you truly want? Not what society tells you to want. Not what seems practical or safe, but what sets your soul on fire. What vision keeps you awake at night? What goal would you chase even if you had to face failure 1,000 times? That is your burning desire. That is the fuel that will push you forward when challenges arise. Once you identify this goal, write it down, put it on paper, make it tangible. Studies have shown that writing down your goals significantly increases your chances of achieving them. Why? Because it moves them from vague thought into a concrete target. When you write something down, it becomes real. It becomes a commitment. 2. Visualization. Then see it in your mind every single day. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools of success. Athletes, entrepreneurs, and high achievers use it to condition their minds for victory. If you can see yourself achieving your goal, if you can feel it as if it has already happened, you create unstoppable momentum. Your brain starts working toward making that vision a reality. But visualization alone is not enough. You must act as if achieving your goal is inevitable. Too many people dream, but few take action. They wait for the perfect time, the right circumstances, or a guarantee of success. But the truth is, success belongs to those who move, who take risks, who step into the unknown with unwavering belief. Success is not about luck. It's about commitment. It's about showing up every single day, doing the work, and refusing to quit. Even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it, even when the world tells you it's impossible. Because here's the secret. The moment you decide that your success is non-negotiable, the universe starts aligning in your favor. You will attract the right people, the right opportunities, and the right circumstances. You will develop the resilience needed to push through setbacks. And most importantly, you will become the person who is worthy of the success you desire. So make the decision now. No more excuses. No more waiting. Turn your desire into an obsession. Write it down. See it. Feel it. And then take massive action. Because those who win in life don't just hope for success, they demand it. And they stop at nothing until they achieve it. 3. Faith, believing in yourself when no one else does. What the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Success is not merely about working hard. It is about cultivating an unshakable belief that you will succeed. This belief is the foundation upon which all great achievements are built. When the odds are stacked against you, when the world tells you that you cannot do it, faith is the driving force that keeps you moving forward. Without it, obstacles become insurmountable. But with it, even the most impossible goals become attainable. Faith is not just an abstract emotion. It is a choice. Every single day, you must wake up and decide to believe in yourself, despite the setbacks, despite the failures, and despite the doubts that try to creep into your mind. It is easy to believe when everything is going well, but true faith is demonstrated when the circumstances seem hopeless. That is when you must stand firm and remind yourself, I am capable, I am worthy, I will succeed. The greatest minds in history understood this principle. Henry Ford revolutionized the automobile industry, not because he had resources, but because he had faith in his ideas. Oprah Winfrey overcame rejection and hardship, but she persisted because she refused to believe in failure. These individuals did not let the world dictate their worth. Instead, they imposed their belief upon the world, and the world had no choice but to follow. You see, the mind is a powerful tool. It can either propel you towards success or drag you into the abyss of doubt and failure. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you believe you are destined to fail, you will unconsciously make decisions that lead to failure. But if you believe with every fiber of your being that success is inevitable, then your reality will reflect that certainty, and the universe will respond in kind. This is not about blind optimism. This is about aligning your thoughts, beliefs, and actions with your goals. It is about developing an unwavering conviction that success is not a matter of if, but when. So ask yourself, what would you do if you knew, without a doubt, that you would succeed? How would you carry yourself? How would you speak? How would you approach challenges? Act as if you are already successful, and soon enough, reality will catch up to your belief. 4. Potential. Too many people read books or attend seminars yet never implement what they learn. The real power of specialized knowledge comes when you apply it. Test it in the real world. Experiment, fail, adjust, refine. Keep going until your knowledge turns into skill and your skill turns into mastery. And when you achieve mastery, your value skyrockets. The world pays top dollar for experts. Companies, clients, and customers do not look for generalists. They seek out specialists who can solve their problems better than anyone else. The more valuable your knowledge, the more opportunities will open for you. The more refined your skills, the more indispensable you become. But here's the secret. Mastery is a moving target. You can never stop learning. The moment you think you've made it is the moment you start falling behind. The world evolves. Industries change. New knowledge emerges. If you want to stay ahead, you must continue to grow. The best in the world never stop improving. So commit to it right now. Decide to pursue mastery. Choose a field, a skill, an industry, whatever it is that aligns with your goals. Dive deep, study relentlessly, absorb every piece of knowledge you can find, and most importantly, apply what you learn. Let your actions separate you from the rest. General knowledge makes you average. Specialized knowledge makes you powerful. Be the one who knows what others don't. Be the one who has mastered what others have only dabbled in, and watch as the world rewards you for it. Decision. Success belongs to the decisive. A study of thousands of people who failed in life found one critical pattern. Lack of decision was one of the biggest reasons for failure. The inability to make decisions, the hesitation, the constant second-guessing, these are the silent killers of dreams. Opportunities slip away, not because people are incapable, but because they hesitate, overthink, and wait for the right moment. Indecision kills dreams. It is the poison that paralyzes action and ensures mediocrity. Every moment spent doubting, analyzing, or waiting for the perfect scenario is a moment lost forever. The most successful people in the world understand this. They make decisions fast and with confidence. They trust themselves, their instincts, and their ability to figure things out along the way. They don't need endless approval or reassurance. They decide, they act, and they adjust as necessary. Look at the greatest leaders, entrepreneurs, and visionaries in history. They did not wait for permission to chase their dreams. They did not sit around debating every possible outcome. They moved with speed and conviction. Henry Ford revolutionized the automobile industry because he made bold decisions. The difference between success and failure often comes down to a simple choice. Will you take action, or will you delay? The world does not reward those who wait. It rewards those who move. The best people in any field don't waste time doubting themselves. They decide, they commit, and they execute. And here's the truth. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need to have every answer before you begin. You just need to start. Most people think they need more information, more certainty, or more experience before they can take action. But that's a lie. Clarity comes from action, not from endless analysis. The more decisions you make, the sharper your instincts become. The more risk you take, the better you learn to navigate uncertainty. Successful people understand that even a wrong decision is better than no decision. Why? Because every decision leads to learning, to experience, and to growth. Even mistakes push you forward. Failure is not the enemy. In action, the real danger is not making the wrong choice, but making no choice at all. Think about this. How many times have you waited too long to make a decision and lost an opportunity? How many moments of doubt have cost you progress? Now ask yourself, what would happen if you just decided right now to move forward with full confidence? How much further would you be? It's time. Time to trust yourself. Time to act as if you are the best. Because the best don't waste time questioning their every move. They take bold steps, they learn, and they grow. They do not wait for certainty, they create it. So make the decision. Stop overthinking. Stop hesitating. Whatever dream, goal, or vision you have, commit to it. Step forward with confidence. The world belongs to those who decide, those who commit, and those who execute. Be that person, and watch as your life transforms. 6. Persistence. Refuse to quit. No great success comes without obstacles. The road to achievement is never smooth. It is filled with failures, setbacks, and challenges designed to test your willpower. Every great winner in history, Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, faced obstacles that would have broken an ordinary person, but they never stopped. They refused to surrender to failure. And that is what set them apart. Failure is not the end. It is a lesson, a stepping stone, a necessary part of success. Edison failed over 10,000 times before he perfected the light bulb. Henry Ford went bankrupt multiple times before revolutionizing the automobile industry. Walt Disney was told he lacked imagination. Yet none of them let failure define them. They understood a fundamental truth. As long as you keep moving forward, you never truly fail. One of the greatest examples of resilience comes from the 1930s during the Great Depression. Millions of people lost everything. Jobs, homes, businesses. It was a time of immense suffering, but within that crisis lay opportunity. Those who refused to quit, who adapted and pushed forward despite the hardships, became the next wave of millionaires. The Great Depression didn't just destroy fortunes, it created them. Because the people who kept going, the ones who refused to surrender, positioned themselves for success when the economy rebounded. They understood. Adversity is temporary, but quitting is permanent. The lesson is clear. Success belongs to those who endure. When life knocks you down, you have two choices: stay down or rise stronger. The world does not reward those who quit. It rewards those who persist. The most powerful mindset you can adopt is to act as if you cannot lose. When you remove quitting as an option, you force yourself to find solutions. You push through the pain, failures, and the doubt until victory is the only outcome left. Look at any self-made success story and you will see the same pattern: resilience, persistence, and an unbreakable belief in oneself. The difference between those who make it and those who don't is not talent, intelligence, or luck. It is the ability to keep going when others stop. It is the ability to see failure as a stepping stone rather than a roadblock. Ask yourself, how many times have you stopped short of success because things got too hard? How many dreams have you abandoned because the obstacles seemed too big? Now imagine if you had kept going. Imagine where you would be if you refused to quit. You must train your mind to see obstacles as challenges, not barriers. The struggle is what shapes you. The pain is what strengthens you. Every time you push past a failure, you become stronger, smarter, and more prepared for the success that is coming your way. There will be times when you feel like giving up, when doubt creeps in, when you question if it's worth it. In those moments, remind yourself, if you refuse to quit, you never truly fail. The only real failure is stopping before you reach the finish line. Everything else is just part of the journey. Success is reserved for those who persist. The winners of the world are not those who never failed. They are the ones who never let failure stop them. So make the decision now. No matter what comes your way, no matter how hard it gets, commit to pushing forward. Act as if you cannot lose, because when quitting is not an option, success becomes inevitable. 7 Mastermind Group. Who you spend time with matters. Want to know one of the biggest secrets to success? It's who you surround yourself with. No one becomes successful all by themselves. Even the most famous achievers had a circle of people who inspired, challenged, and supported them. They didn't grow alone, they grew together. That's why smart people build something called a mastermind group. a team of like-minded individuals who push each other to be better. This group isn't just for hanging out. It's where ideas grow, plans are made, and confidence is built. When you're around people who think big and expect more from life, you naturally start doing the same. But if you're always around complainers, excuse makers, or people who are okay with being average, you might start thinking that way too. Take a look at history. Henry Ford had Thomas Edison. Even though they were competitors at times, they made each other better. That's the power of surrounding yourself with winners. Here's how to build your own winning circle. Find people who inspire you. Look for those already doing what you want to do. If you can't meet them in person, follow them online, read their books, or listen to their podcasts. 2. Cut back on negative influences. You don't have to completely cut people off, but protect your energy. Spend less time with those who bring you down or hold you back. 3. Bring value to others. Don't just take, give, offer encouragement, ideas, or support. When you lift others up, you'll naturally attract people who do the same for you. 4. Raise your own standards. If you want to be around great minds, you need to act like one too. Show up strong, keep learning, aim higher. Here's the truth. If you spend your time with small thinkers, your dreams will shrink. But if you surround yourself with big thinkers, your future will grow beyond anything you imagined. So choose your circle wisely. The right people will push you forward. The wrong ones will hold you back. Surround yourself with those who make you better, and success will follow. 8. The subconscious mind, control it, or it controls you. Your subconscious mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant in it will grow. If you plant seeds of doubt, fear, and failure, they will take root and flourish. But if you plant seeds of confidence, belief, and success, your life will transform in ways you never imagined. The thoughts you consistently feed your mind become the foundation of your reality. Most people go through life unaware of the power of their subconscious mind. They let negative thoughts, fears, and self-doubt dominate their mental space. They focus on problems instead of solutions, failures instead of opportunities. And just like weeds taking over a garden, these negative thoughts choke out any chance of success. But those who understand the power of the subconscious mind take control of their thoughts. They intentionally plant powerful, positive beliefs that lead to unstoppable momentum. Every single day, you must make a conscious effort to feed your mind with positivity. This is not just a feel-good exercise, it is a necessity. Your mind is constantly being influenced by the world around you. The news, social media, and even the people you interact with can plant seeds of fear, doubt, and limitation. If you do not take control of what enters your mind, negativity will take over by default. So what can you do? You must become the gatekeeper of your mind. Read inspiring books that expand your thinking. Listen to motivational speeches that ignite your passion. Surround yourself with people who uplift and challenge you. Drown out negativity, reject self-doubt, and immerse yourself in an environment that reinforces your belief in success. Successful people understand this principle. They do not allow negative thoughts to dictate their actions. They do not dwell on failures or past mistakes. Instead, they program their minds with thoughts of victory, resilience, and confidence. They visualize their success before it happens. They act as if success is guaranteed, because they know that when the subconscious mind believes it, reality will shift to match that belief. Your subconscious mind does not know the difference between reality and imagination. If you repeatedly tell yourself that you are a winner, that you are unstoppable, that success is inevitable, your mind will accept these statements as truth, and once your subconscious believes it, your actions, habits, and decisions will align with that belief. You will walk, talk, and think like a winner. You will attract opportunities that others miss. You will turn obstacles into stepping stones. This is not magic. It is psychology. Athletes use this technique to win championships. Entrepreneurs use it to build empires. Leaders use it to inspire. They understand that the battle is won in the mind before it is won in reality. Think about this. If you knew without a doubt that you would succeed, how would you act? Would you hesitate? Would you second-guess yourself? Or would you move forward with unstoppable confidence? The answer is clear. When you truly believe in your success, you operate at a higher level. You make bolder decisions. You take smarter risks. You stay persistent even when faced with challenges. Your future is being shaped by the thoughts you plant today. Will you allow doubt and fear to grow? Or will you take control and plant the seeds of confidence, determination, and success? The choice is yours. From this moment on, decide to be intentional with your thoughts. Speak success into existence. Act as if your dreams are already yours. Train your subconscious mind to expect greatness and watch as your reality transforms to match your belief. 9. The power of decisive action. During the 1930s, the world was in turmoil. The Great Depression had devastated economies, wiped out businesses, and left millions struggling to survive. Fear and uncertainty gripped the world, and most people hesitated, afraid to take action. But history shows a clear truth. Those who took decisive action, whether in business, innovation, or investing, came out on top. In times of crisis, people tend to freeze. They wait, they hesitate, they hope for better conditions before making a move. But those who waited in the 1930s, those who let fear control them, ended up with nothing. They let opportunities pass them by, too afraid to take the risks necessary to change their circumstances. Meanwhile, a select few, the bold, the fearless, the action takers, saw the crisis as an opportunity. They moved with confidence, they took risks, and they ended up building fortunes while others remained stuck in fear. Look at the industrialists, the entrepreneurs, the investors of that era, while the masses hesitated. Visionaries like Henry Ford, John D. Rockefeller, and Andrew Carnegie continued to push forward. They understood a fundamental law of success: fortune favors the bold. Those who waited for the perfect moment were left behind, while those who seized opportunities despite uncertainty rose to greatness. The same principle applies today. Success is not for those who hesitate. It is for those who make bold moves, who take massive action, and who refuse to let fear dictate their decisions. The world does not reward inaction. It rewards those who step forward with confidence. So what does this mean for you? It means that waiting is not an option. If you want to create success, you must act as if success is already yours. You must move with certainty. You must make decisions quickly, adjust when necessary, and never let hesitation paralyze you. Most people fail, not because they lack ability, but because they lack the courage to take action. They overanalyze. They second-guess themselves. And in doing so, they miss their moment. But winners understand that no opportunity is ever perfect. There will always be risk. There will always be unknowns. But success belongs to those who push forward despite uncertainty. Take a look at the greatest entrepreneurs, athletes, and leaders today. They don't hesitate. They make bold moves. They invest in themselves. They trust their instincts. And because of that, they create opportunities where others see obstacles. They act with the confidence that success is inevitable, and their actions reflect that belief. So ask yourself, are you waiting for the right time? Are you letting fear hold you back? Or are you ready to step up, take risks, and claim what is yours? If you want to win, you must make decisive action your habit. Stop waiting. Stop hesitating. Train yourself to move forward even when the path isn't clear. Success is a mindset, and that mindset is built through action. Act as if you cannot fail. Move as if success is already guaranteed, because when you do, your actions will begin to align with that belief. The world bends to those who refuse to wait. Be one of them. Take bold action, make fearless moves, and watch as the doors of opportunity swing wide open for you. 10. Fear, the silent killer of dreams. What if I told you that fear, not failure, is the real enemy of success? During the Great Depression, it wasn't just the economy that broke people. It was fear. Fear stopped people from trying, from adapting, from taking bold steps when they needed it most. Let's get real. Fear is built into us to keep us safe. But today, it's not lions or cliffs we're running from. It's failure. It's judgment. It's rejection. And these invisible fears, they're keeping you stuck. They're stealing your potential before it ever sees the light of day. Here's the truth. Every successful person you admire, they felt fear, but they did it anyway. They didn't wait for confidence. They built it through action. Fear isn't a stop sign. It's a green light. It means you're headed towards something that matters. You want to build that business? You'll feel fear. You want to chase your dream? Fear will show up. But fear is not your enemy. Inaction is. The winners in life aren't fearless. They just refuse to let fear call the shots. So ask yourself, what are you afraid of? Failing? Being judged? Looking foolish? Good. That means you're right where you need to be. Because everything you want, your goals, your dreams, your breakthrough, is sitting on the other side of fear. And the only way to get there is to act. Say it with me. Feel the fear, but act anyway. Your life won't change when fear disappears. It changes the moment you decide to move forward in spite of it. So now, here's the challenge. Are you going to let fear define you, or will you use it as fuel? The choice is yours. Stand still or step up. Because the world only sees greatness in those who believe in themselves first. Act like you're the best. Think like a winner. Move like someone who refuses to lose. Now, tell me in the comments, what's one thing you've been afraid to do, but deep down, you know it could change your life?